This is one of the best AI coding models and it just came out. Alibaba's Qwen 3 coder is here and it is one of the best non-thinking codal models out there. It's open source and it beats Claude for Opus. This is pretty groundbreaking because this is also agentic. Along with the model, they also released a fork of the Gemini CLI, which they call Qwen CLI. So you can use their command line tool if you want to. This is completely free to use in the chat version. And let's see some benchmarks. So guys, over here we can see Qwen 3 coder. It has a mixture of expert architecture with 480 billion parameters, from which only 35 billion are active during inference. So this model should be fast and should not cost a lot to use through API. Here we can see how it compares with open models that are non-thinking, meaning they do not do reasoning, they do not, waste time with thinking. They have Kimi-K2 Instruct, DeepSeek V3, and from closed source commercial models, they've got 4.1 and Claude Sonnet 4. So as we can see here on the coding benchmarks, it's beating the competition in most of the cases with a quite good jump. In terms of the benchmarks, I would say that it has the performance of Claude for Sonnet. So that's very, very interesting. In some benchmarks, it's better. In some others, it's a little worse. It's able to do agentic browser use and also agentic tool use with very good quality. Also, on terms of open models, it has done a significant jump from Kimi-K2, which was released like 10 days ago. So this is a very big deal. And, we already see it do a tremendous job. This is very exciting. And they, third-party artificial intelligence index places it as, the smartest non-thinking model, beating Claude for Opus. So that's also super interesting in my opinion. So right now we're going to go ahead and test it out, but if you want to learn how to leverage and use AI tools to make more money than ever, I have created a course for you. It's down below in the description. You only have to buy once and you get hours upon hours of content, as well as all of the new tutorials and updates that I will be bringing to the course. Hopefully you will find this useful and learn something new. And of course, if you buy the course, you support my work and this channel. So let's move on and test out Qwen Coder. So you want to go into Qwen chat. You can find it online. It's completely free. You select Qwen 3 Coder on this bar up here. And in this case, I have selected this web development option. So we're going to create a website, and per usual, we create a transformer teaching web page. So that's what we are going to test out right now. The model already seems quite fast. Again, this is not a thinking model. The active parameters are not huge, and this model is coming straight from China. So China, in terms of open source, has already caught up to commercial models. This is major because the only thing that is, better than open source models right now is the thinking models. So this is a very, very big deal. And what you have to understand is that these open source models, they're a mixture of experts that are not super huge and they're very cheap to inference. So the costs to run these are not that huge. And we see AI every single week make huge improvements, both on commercial models, but also on the open source community. So this is very, very nice to see. This is pretty amazing. And I think this will just get speed up. This model actually seems to be trained on reasoning data, on synthetic data. And I firmly want to wait and see when we are actually getting thinking model for Qwen 3 Coder. I think that's going to be state of the art if it comes within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully they can do it, hopefully they will do it, but we will have to wait and see. Make sure to smash the subscribe button to not miss out on any new news about AI. By the way, this is a 1 million context window model, so that's a very big deal. The actual context that should probably be optimized for is just 256,000 tokens. That's fine. Again, it's an open source model. You cannot expect a lot of things from it. But yep, so what we see here is unable to read. The document is sandboxed. Okay, so there's some, issue with the code. We will try and run it again. Hopefully it will run. That's the issue with development environments, in all honesty. So very fast, without no further ado, this is the website and it looks super nice. It also has animations, it looks colorful, it has loads of information in it, and it works very nicely. I gotta say, it's a good job. Not perfect, I think Gemini 2.5 Pro is a little better on this one. Also, the thinking model is probably better in this case. But I got to say, this is a good looking website, and for a non-thinking model, I think this is a very nice response. We're also going to be creating a Flappy Bird game, so I'm going to go ahead, open up a new chat, and allow it to create a Flappy Bird game. Hopefully we will be able to test out this Flappy Bird game. I just asked for JavaScript code and already the model is running quite fast. Hopefully we will see it working, hopefully everything will be fine, but this model already seems quite capable. Again, it's a very big deal that it's a non-thinking model because it's fast, it doesn't take a lot of time, it should probably not eat up loads of tokens, and having it being so good at coding without thinking is, in my opinion, a very big deal, at least in my opinion. So let's wait and see what the response will be. Already 500 lines. Usually those models, put like 400 lines of code for this, experiment. So let's go up here, let's remove these tags and let's test out the game. So, okay, I really like this game. I think graphics wise it's good, the gameplay is good, and guys, this is a very good coding model. It also understands the limits and kills me when I'm out of the limits. I really like this game, guys, to be honest. And the up button is also working. I don't know if I can speed it up or something, but the game looks good. I think this is actually a good game. The score keeps counting. When you die, that's fine. But yeah, in my very quick view of this model, I think it's a very good model. Actually, this is the first time in the past 2 months, after Kimi K2 actually, that I've seen a model coming out from China and actually over-deliver to my expectations. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe for more.